Well, hello everybody. Hello from wonderful Malahide, Malahide Castle. And I'm here with the wonderful Elaine, who is of this area, like myself. Fingalians. But the only difference is, I've lots of Brazilian friends, but I'm still living in Ireland. She's lots of Brazilian friends, but she lives in Brazil.
Yeah, I did the opposite.
Yeah, you did the opposite, Jady Mac. So listen, myself and Elaine have kind of messaged like on and off online the last year or two and said, hey, you're Irish, you're doing the Brazil thing. Hey, you're Irish, doing the Brazil thing. And actually coming home, are you going to Brazil? And
finally came home.
Yeah, and she's here.
I'm here and we're checking Malahide Castle out.
Yeah.
Gorgeous place.
It's a place that I think we both went to when we were kids.
Definitely.
What we're going to do today is do a bit of a vlog. We might even record a couple of reels and then we can
I
kind
love
of...
history.
Yeah, she loves history.
I love history and I love Irish culture.
Yeah,
Put those two together.
Yeah, and you get a lovely pina
And there's
colada.
lots of history here.
A lot.
A lot.
There is. We're going to be talking a little bit about the history of Malahide Castle as well, because I think everybody and their mother has a photograph there, let's face it.
Everybody.
Yeah. I don't think I have, actually.
No, you will today.
I will today. Okay, yeah. The FOMO, the fear of missing out, is now eradicated. And just as we say this, there's a kid right ahead of us and he's wearing a Brazil jersey.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to film him because he's a child.
Brazil.
There you go. By all the football teams that you tell me to support.
Yes.
Yeah, every time I meet Brazilian people are like, okay, my friend, you have to say vai Botafogo and vai Corinthians and vai Grêmio.
Well, my husband is a Corinthian, so vai Corinthians.
Okay, go, yeah, in this case, vai Corinthians, okay.
Vai Corinthians.
There you go. So, yeah, this ground, and like Elaine was commenting too, that a little bit, it's kind of changed a lot since we were brats. It's got a lot larger, like when I was a kid, or at least...
Yeah,
what I remember is, I think we're lost. I think we're in Babylon.
We're coming into it now.
Okay, so if we look over here.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
We're going
it is really
right
lovely
in.
here.
It is. We have a saying in Ireland that it'd be a great little country if you could put a roof on it.
But then we wouldn't get the rain.
Correct.
And the grass wouldn't be as green.
Fine.
And we wouldn't have great milk and cheese.
That's true.
And meat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, can't have everything.
Absolutely. It's like when some of my Brazilian friends say, oh, come to our churrasco. Our meat is the best in the world. Now, some of it gets imported into the shops.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, including my good friends in Bad 23, they have a wonderful churrasco restaurant. But they use Irish...
Irish meat.
Yeah, Irish meat, absolutely.
I have a lot of students who work in slaughterhouses.
That's right, and that's how the whole thing began, actually.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Don't know if anybody knows that, but I think the Brazil and Ireland Association started with, there was a slaughter meat house in Galway.
Yeah.
Gort.
Yeah.
And
Mini Brazil.
That's the nucleus of it. Yeah, I know, it wasn't even Dublin.
No.
And they needed, workers in the factory.
Yeah.
And a man from Cork was a businessman in Sao Paulo. And he got word that these people needed workers, and he knew just the right people. I think from Mato Grosso in Brazil and other places like that. Goiás, yeah. Uh-huh. And they got them visas.
Yeah.
And then they started to learn English. And then they said, geez, maybe we could do more of this. And it just kept on going. Yeah. Yeah. And now there's, I think, 80,000 people living here?
Well, there's at least 70 between 70 and 8% registered.
That we know of.
That we wouldn't know if they have a passport or not, like an Italian passport. But lots of job opportunities in those places. I won't go into if I prefer Brazilian meat or Irish meat. I think that might cause...
We love controversy. Bring it on.
Well,
no, I joke.
It took me a while to get used to the flavour of of Brazilian churrasco barbecue. Mm-hmm. But I'm used to it now.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little story.
Tell me, go on.
One of my best friends from Brazil, Pedro Ferreira. He's from Santa Maria in Rio Grande do Sul.
Okay.
And anybody who's out there
Gaúcho.
knows, Gaúcho, correct. So anybody who's out there, a Gaúcho, they love their churrasco. I feel sorry for anybody who wants to be a vegan or a vegetarian in Rio Grande do Sul. I'm sure it's a very difficult proposition. But Pedro, I was invited to his first churrasco with his friends. And so, of course, I'm like, oh yeah, here, bring it on. I'm used to barbecues. I grew up with Super Quinn sausages. Anybody Irish out there, you are laughing too.
Super
Yes,
Queen
Super Queen sausages. They're sausages you put
and
them
a
on.
hamburger patty.
A hamburger patty, and then a twisty cap bottle of Miller. So
I think I was on the Capri Sun.
You're the Capri Sun.
Yeah, I was on the Capri Sun.
You're way too responsible. So what happened was, I went to the first ever churrasco of mine in Brazil, and
There's a train.
there's this train. There's a...
The kiddos are getting on.
Yeah. Magic. Destiny. Talk about something and it'll appear. So I went to be first churrasco, and Pedro and the boys, there was like a sausage that was the length of Brazil. It was like the thickness of these trees that are surrounding us. And also he got the picanha and started cutting it up.
Oh, yeah,
and
picanha.
the amount of salt that went onto it.
Yeah.
It was like...
But you take it off after.
Oh, jeez.
The rock salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rock salt. It was like
Not your table salt, which is the the little fine salt. It's the rock salt.
Elaine, it was like Mount Everest salt. And I took a bite out of it, and I went into the toilet, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And my tongue was like, so I turned the cold tap on, and my tongue was underneath the tap of my mate's sink for about 20 minutes.
You drowned yourself.
I drowned myself. There was way too much
Ross.
salt. I'll tell you, I was dying.
But I'll never forget the first.
I was just like,
oh my
help.
God. Brazilian barbecues, they're definitely saltier than the Irish ones.
Oh God, yeah.
Definitely.
That is one thing I will give you guys. Absolutely, you win in the game of barbecue.
Hands down.
Yeah, hands down. Like because the amount of like my Irish family and my Irish friends are talking about barbecues. I'm like, lads, you have no idea. Myself and Elaine are delighted to present to you from about 800 years ago, the 1180s. Malahide Castle. Here we go.
Malahide Castle.
Appearing in the trees.
Just 800 years old.
Only 800 years old. It was built by the Talbot family. They were an Anglo-Norman family. So the Anglo-Normans would have come from Scandinavia, went to France, went to England, then went to Ireland. They were very, very busy soldiers.
Sure.
And this land that we're currently on was gifted to the Talbot family by King Henry II, the King of England.
Was indeed.
Yeah, so basically...
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for the lovely ground, Henry. The family have been, we're here until 1975.
Yeah.
So almost 800 years of association with this place. It's seen invasions, it's seen battles, everything between
Wars.
Oliver Cromwell, the Battle of the Boyne. There's a dinner table in Malahide Castle, and for many years the dinner table was set for no guests. And the reason was, in 1690, at the Battle of the Boyne, there was, I think, 15 Talbot family members, all male, and they all went out to fight for James, the King of England, because they wanted to keep a Catholic claim to Ireland. So the Talbots were Catholics. And all of them passed away. All of them were killed in that battle. So for years, the tradition was to keep that table clear. The thinking was it was a tribute to them. Yeah. It was also a stark reminder of the futility of war, I suppose. And that family would have had their beginnings right over here. So here we go. Absolutely beautiful. I know it's a lovely photo to have posing with your family on Instagram. It's absolutely wonderful, but there's a lot of sad things. The castle is over here, and the Dublin Mountains and Dublin Airport are over here. A dear colleague of mine in my previous job said to me he heard one of the funniest things ever when he was here. A tourist from an undisclosed country, not Brazil, by the way. The person from this undisclosed country said, "Why did they build the castle so close to the airport?" Which country was that? Leave it in the comments down below. Yeah. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, guys, we were touching on the Normans there a minute ago. They would have taken a lot of land in Ireland, would have taken a lot of it up. A lot of it was over politics and religion. The Normans got their name because they were Northmen. They're from Scandinavia and they're so tall. So the Northmen became Normans, and then the region that they lived in became known as Normandy. In France. A lot of people in the USA would more know that for their high school history class, I suppose, like the D-Day landings in 1944, but that's okay. Our history goes back to 1169, and this castle right behind us is testament to that. Now, of course, in the background, we see additions that dates from the Tudor era. So the Tudor era would have been Henry VIII and then his daughter Elizabeth. So it goes back to the 1500s as well. And the other thing about the Normans too is that they became, in Irish history, more Irish than the Irish themselves. In other words, they amalgamated into the Irish way of life. Because and that's why the Tudors were so vicious when they arrived here, and they would have they added extensions to the castle, but the Normans simultaneously, they amalgamated into Irish life. They wrote Irish poetry, they learned the Irish language, they went to the local churches, and the Talbots would have been very much Catholic. That was the reason why they were fighting at the Battle of the Boyne that morning in 1690. So it's a real testament to the area, and it's a real testament to our country's history that, history happens, there's nothing we can do about it, but at the end of the day, this is a bookmark to a very, very far off bygone time.
And it's not far away from the city centre.
No.
You can get the train in, the Dart.
Yeah.
Takes about, 30 minutes from
Connolly?
Connolly
Station. Yeah, about 20 minutes. Depends if you get the commuter train, which is the quicker one that goes to Drogheda and Dundalk, or you get the Dart.
That bombs along.
The bombs along. Yeah. Next stop, Harmonstown. Next stop, Kilbarrack. Next stop, Rouine. Next stop, the Moon. Elaine, the Talbot surname, like you were saying, your mum yesterday had a bit of Talbot knowledge, or at least the name was familiar to her.
Yeah, definitely. So my mum grew up in a place called Culinary, which is on the south side.
Very posh.
Very posh. And it's where Bono, I think he has a house there, and Enya.
Yeah,
what's
Enya.
the nickname for Culinary? It's is it Santorini?
Yeah, the Santorini of Dublin.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The Italian.
Yeah, the Santorini of Dublin. Yeah, because when you're up in Killiney Hill, the view overlooking down towards Bray and Wicklow is stunning.
It is. On a day like this, it would be lovely. Yeah. And anyway, she was saying that the Talbot family, they had land everywhere, and she grew up next to a place called Talbot Road, and there is a place that's called Talbot House.
Yeah.
And it became like a post office, and then over the years, like a restaurant.
Yeah.
And she even knows the man who worked in the post office. Yeah, he was.
That's very Irish, by the way.
He was the pig man. So my mom,
the pig man.
My mom's mom, my grandmother, she used to keep the potato skins for the pig man, and it was coincidentally the same guy who worked in the post office. Yes, there's a connection there.
So there you go. Like, I mean, doesn't matter where you go in Ireland, there's going to be some sort of connection. Like,
we're probably cousins.
We probably are. That's the frightening thing. Like, we might joke about it now, but if we like spat into a DNA tube or something, they'd be like, "Oh, Jesus, fourth cousin." That actually happened to me. True story.
Really?
That happened to me. I did an ancestry DNA test 2 years ago, and I got a message off one of my friends. Ross, we're cousins. No.
First cousins, second cousins?
Like fourth or something like that. Yeah, fourth. Yeah.
But the Talbot family, they had land in a lot of places around Ireland, around Dublin.
Yeah.
And here is just one example.
Absolutely. But the richest man in Ireland was an Anglo-Norman. His name was Roland Fitzeustace. But he had a daughter called Alison, and she married into the Fitzgerald family. And the Fitzgerald family, there was men like Silken Thomas, who was known as Thomas Fitzgerald, very famous Irish man in Irish history. Yeah. He threw the sword down in protest against English rule at Mary's Abbey in Dublin, and then I think descendants of his, then James Fitzgerald was the richest man in Ireland, and he built a house called Leinster House, which is now where the Irish government reside. Yeah. And then there's another man called Lord Edward Fitzgerald, and this was all Norman lineage. Lord Edward Fitzgerald fought for Irish independence in the 1790s. He fought in the American War of Independence. So there you go. There's always a tradition, whether it's the Talbots here at the Battle of the Boyne, the Fitzgeralds with the American War of Independence. Pretty cool. There we go. She's only home 2 minutes and she's sneezing already, I tell you.
But the castle is the only thing that belongs to the Talbot family. Or is it the state, the grounds belong to the state?
So the grounds, pretty sure, are Fingal County Council.
Yeah.
So Fingal County Council run the parkland. I'm almost sure that they also own the castle. Now, could be mistaken, where I worked was in Newbridge House, was in Dunabate, and the original family, the Cobb family, still had an apartment upstairs, so they still had a percentage ownership of the house, but most of it is now run by the local county council. I don't know.
No, you're right, Ross. I think it was in 1970 something that one of the heirs of the Talbot family, she had to sell it because there was lots of debt.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, unfortunately.
Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, absolutely. Yeah.
It was sold off.
Yeah.
It's here today.
My uncle, he's from Malahide, and he remembers some of the Talbots.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, like he's in his 70s now, but he remembers coming up here and. You know, some of the people that would live in these kind of buildings would be quite eccentric. And like,
as you do, living in a
walk around with a stick or there with your bottle of whiskey or whatever. Now I'm not accusing anybody in the family there of like, drinking bottles of whiskey, but he was saying, you know, that some of the people who live in these kind of settlements at times be known as local eccentrics, if you like.
The man who lives in the castle.
The man who lives in the castle, yeah. This is a little sideway here that we're going down.
Just a squirrel.
Just a squirrel. Elaine, why does a squirrel always swim on his back?
Why does a squirrel always swim on its back? Is there something involving nuts?
Yeah, to keep his nuts dry.
I was going to say something like that. I didn't want to be rude.
Oh, yeah. I did the job for you, don't worry.
The tea rooms.
The tea rooms, yeah.
Are they still in there?
I think they shifted. So
to Avoca.
Yeah, I think everything shifted over to Avoca. Over here now is more of a chance to... I think it's, the West Lawn, and then you have a little chance for a cool little photo.
Who's he now?
Who's he? So this would be...
Who are
they? Well, we were going down a bear, tell you. So these lads that we're about to see now would have been wearing the apparel of a Norman soldier back in the 1100s. So remember, my friends, this is the beginning of English rule in Ireland over 800 years ago, and they were making an upgrade from the Vikings. You know, the Vikings were all about wooden shields and... all that good stuff, and these guys had chain mail, and they're pretty much advancing horseback riding, so they were one step ahead. They were a century or two ahead technology wise as well. So again, I know it's a cool photo, but there's always a history behind it. Yeah, we are absolutely blessed with the weather today, I swear. I mean, yeah, like
she brought it with me from
Brazil. She brought it from Floripa. Floripa, love.
We don't have castles. Oh, we do have one.
Yeah.
A very little one, but it's probably definitely not in any way as old as this castle.
It's definitely maybe not. Sorry, Oasis reference. I have been to Florianopolis. I was telling Elaine,
a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, I was there 6 years ago.
It's not that long ago.
Yeah, it was a buddy of mine, Thomas, that I used to work with, and
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, what's happening, bud? By the way, congratulations, recently married. Seeing on Facebook that I was in Brazil, he's like, hey man, come down to Florianopolis. I'm like, okay. So I went on a bus for 15 hours from Rio Grande do Sul down to Santa Catarina.
Was that when you were living in, or you weren't living?
Yeah, I was travelling, yeah, I was travelling around. It was my second time there. I'll never forget for as long as I live the sunrise when I was coming over that bridge that connects into Florianopolis.
Yeah,
there you go. Uh-huh. You said it way better. And there was this apricot sunset. That's all I could describe it. Sorry, sunrise. It was absolutely beautiful.
What time of year was it?
This was February.
Summer.
So it was summertime. Yeah. And it was amazing. It was one of my favourite memories. And what struck me as well is the amount of registration plates of people from Argentina and Uruguay. So lots of people from there would come in. Yeah, you don't see the registrations.
Then they drive up.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Yeah.
And it's spotless. I have to say, my friends at Florianopolis, 10 out of 10, you have a lot of respect for where you live. It's absolutely spotless. It's clean. Very, very clean. When I got there, I just thought it was absolutely stunning. I was telling Elaine off camera that when I think of Florianopolis, I call it a Super Mario Kart. Because all the nature, it's like something you'd see in a Mario level, the red shells and the stars. But the people were amazing, and
Floripa's a great place.
It was
many Irish people wanting to live in Brazil.
Yeah, do
Floripa. Santa Catarina, the state of Santa Catarina.
Very south.
Yeah, is the one before where your friend is from.
Yeah, Rio Grande do Sul.
Rio Grande do Sul. So it's just on top of Rio Grande do Sul. Mm-hmm. And it's just a lovely place. I love it there, and hopefully we'll be there for whoever knows how long, but I've been there for 13 years, so I must like it.
Yeah. I think the game is up now. But look, at least you still have options of coming home and having castles.
Yeah, but Floripa's lovely. It's small, it's about the same size as Dublin. It's an island. and I live in the south.
Yeah.
And it's really, really similar to Portmarnock Beach, which I think we'll be checking out a bit later.
We will be going to Portmarnock Beach, and you know what? There's even history about that beach. You might be thinking it's sand and water, correct? But things happened on that sand and water, and we will be telling you about it a little bit later. I'll tell you, way more than bucket and spades, way more than bucket and spades. So we're about to go into a ferry trail, and
you need to pay for it.
Need to pay for the ferry trail.
It's supposed to be very
yeah,
good.
it's a lovely ferry trail,
Yeah,
but like
kids.
Yeah, we're Irish. We have leprechauns. We don't need to pay to see leprechauns. We're the
You
overgrown
have
ones.
to go to the Leprechaun Museum.
Oh God,
I think
you do.
Is that free?
No, you have to pay into that.
For it,
Yeah, it's. I think I've never been to the Leprechaun Museum, but I'm intrigued, to say the least. I'm absolutely intrigued. So here we go.
I'll definitely go. No, might not have time this time, but I'll be going one day.
Add it to the list.
Church,
Yeah, it's the ruins of the old Talbot family church, and this dates back, I believe, to the 1600s. And much like a lot of churches in Ireland at that time, they suffered from a lot of change, and that change would have been a little something called the Reformation. Yes. So what happened then was in 1536, Henry VIII, the King of England, well, he decided, I need to dissolve the Catholic monasteries, and he went to the Pope because he wanted to get also an annulment for his marriage with Anne Boleyn.
Oh, yeah.
Pope denied this, and Henry said, well, feck you.
Anyway.
Feck you anyway. I'm going to go off and I'm going to start my own church, and it's going to be Turbo Deadly. And the name of that church was Turbo Deadly. Jeez. We're getting ultra Irish now. It was called the Church of England, and then of course it became the Church of Ireland because him being the King of England, he was the Lord of Ireland, and that meant that buildings like this that would have held Catholic masses for the likes of the Talbot family fell out of favour and fell by the wayside. That's what would have happened. So contrary to popular belief, a lot of the older churches in Ireland that have these kind of ruins, they would have started out as Catholic, and then a lot of them would have had to change to Church of Ireland or Anglican after the Reformation, and then that meant that a lot of the time a lot of these buildings didn't have a high enough Protestant community or the finances to keep these kind of buildings going, so they fell by the wayside. It's unfortunate, but also fortunate for us now in 2025. I mean, look at this structure. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is stunning, and I think we take it for granted a little bit in Ireland sometimes. What happened with me with history was, I remember when I was a kid, there was a magazine in England called Discovery, and basically every 2 weeks there was a new edition, and it could have been about Queen Elizabeth or Michelangelo or Julius Caesar, and for some reason I just thought it was great. And then I kind of fell out of, not love of history, but I got a little bit older and I got into playing PlayStation and getting into playing into rock bands, and then the only kind of history books I was reading were about like old bands. So like I'll be reading about the history of Jimi Hendrix and Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin instead of Irish history. And then when I fell into tour guiding by complete accident 10 years ago.
Really? Was it by accident?
Yes.
Or was
it was actually, yeah.
Were the stars aligned?
The stars aligned. They did, Elaine, I swear to God. And I haven't looked back. Actually, this month, 10 years ago, I first started working as a tour guide. They were stuck for staff. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I was out of work. They were stuck for staff, and my uncle let me know and said, one of the lads are going back to college. Do you want to work at the reception and you want to do tour guide? And I said, yeah, why not? And 10 years later, the rest is history.
Literally.
Oh my God.
Ba-dum.
She's a poet, she doesn't even know it. 10 years, lads. Yeah, and my page is going now nearly 6 years.
Fair play.
6 years.
Oh, fair play, if there's any Brazilians watching this, means, what does it mean if somebody says fair play?
Fair play, it means well done.
Well done.
Like, it's encouraging. What would be the equivalent of fair play in Brazil?
Parabéns.
Parabéns. Just congratulations, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Parabéns.
So parabéns just fits everything. So
Happy
actually,
birthday, congratulations.
in fairness, in Ireland, if someone gets married, like half the time people wouldn't say congratulations, say fair play.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. It depends what way we say good luck in Ireland as well. Good luck might also mean,
good luck to you.
But jeez, best of luck with that one.
There's lots of different intonations. And
Yeah. I'm going on a date with a girl tomorrow off. Best of luck. Or good luck. Yeah. It depends on how we say it. It's all about it. I think what we might do is might have a little walk around, show you around like the grounds of the Avoca restaurant inside.
Yeah, lovely place to go.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then we'll continue. Yeah, there is loads of families. Yeah. And then just us kind of annoying everybody with our...
They're getting a free tour.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm sure there's people like eavesdropping going, jeez, I didn't know that.
Follow those two redheads.
Yeah,
they seem to know what they're talking about.
Yeah. The two Redzers. It's like, jeez, Fidelma, I never knew that. Jesus, Fidelma, she's very good, you know. Right, well, let's continue forward.
Let's pop in there.
Let's pop. So isn't it stunning? Yeah, here.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, lovely.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. Do you drink coffee?
I have one in the morning to get me old energy levels up, and that's about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
And then tea?
Tea. I have a cup of tea about 8 o'clock in the evening when I'm kind of winding down for the day.
It's weird, isn't it, how tea can wake you up and wind you down?
Yeah, it is a bit weird. Like, so I'd have a coffee in the morning, a tea in the night time, and then I'll be drinking water in between.
Yeah.
But today I'll be drinking a different kind of water.
Be made into beer?
There could be Guinness involved, absolutely, yeah.
Exactly.
But I was very responsible. I didn't go out for a beer last night. I said, Elaine, I will see you in the morning. I'm fresh as a daisy, and we're here recording. How are you getting on, lads?
Fresh as a daisy.
Fresh as a daisy. That's another one for you.
Fresh as a daisy. What does that mean, Ron?
Fresh as a daisy means you're feeling good.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. All right.
It's only when we start saying all these expressions that, you know, you
We
don't
have-
even think that people from other countries, you just presume that they'd understand. But as an English teacher, you kind of have a different perspective, and you can see, well, I mean, they might get it, but not really.
Not really, exactly. They might have a guess.
Yeah, like, what is a daisy? They might even not know what a daisy is.
That's true, actually. So this is Avoca, guys, and when you walk in, you could get your ticket for the castle over here, and you can also get your ticket for the railway, the Fry Railway. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, my mum took my niece and my nephew to the train station.
Yeah.
She said it was good. Yeah. I think they were a bit young for it, but if you're a train fan, it's the place for you.
A devotee. Yeah. But it's amazing. There's just families everywhere, and on a day like today, it's stunning.
Yeah, you can stay at home on a day like this.
Yeah.
Avoca down there. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Lovely little place to
There's
get
food
in.
hall and coffee and all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, look at all this lovely fresh food.
A chicken fillet roll is okay. I don't remember the last time I had a chicken fillet roll. I
Chicken-
think it was maybe when I was in secondary school.
Yeah.
And I forgot my lunch.
You forgot your...
And that was what was available here.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be my first choice.
No. And also, it wasn't even a thing in Ireland 20 years ago. It was around the time of what we call in Ireland the Celtic Tiger economy, when these hot food deli counters really became a thing. So we didn't grow up with any of that, really.
No.
It was only like in about
The
20 years
ham and
ago.
cheese sandwich.
Ham and cheese sandwich or turkey and tomato and coleslaw roll.
Oh, look at coleslaw.
It's gorgeous.
Can't get coleslaw.
No, you can't. You're going to have to bring that. So here's some of the cakes. Here we go. Oh, look.
my God.
There we go. Look at that. See?
Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
you want your Biscoff, you want your
Carrot
ultimate
cake, so
chicken.
Brazilians love carrot cake.
There you go, see?
Bola de cenoura.
Yeah. There you go. And coffee cake.
Yeah. It's a bit different to the Brazilian one. The Brazilians like to put the chocolate frosting on top.
That's right. And also with lasagna as well. When I had lasagna in Brazil, my mind was blown that it was sheets of ham, not mince.
They put chicken in it as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and eggplant, aubergine, we call it aubergine.
And olives. Olives good to everything.
Olives?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't like olives.
Yeah.
I don't like olives, and I don't drink coffee.
Who even are you?
Who am I? How do they let me into Brazil?
Yeah. How did you get into your passport control again? Oh, really? Elaine, I guess we better tell the people, or show them where we're from physically. Here's a cool little map. So, first of all, so we are here. Elaine is from here.
10 minutes down the road.
10 minutes down the road. And then I am from here. That's where I'm from. So, yeah, here. Easy peasy.
It's mad that it only took you 15 minutes to get in from Rush.
It was 9 minutes.
It was 9 minutes?
9, yeah. I left at 26 minutes past 10 and I got there at 10:35.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's easy.
And on the bus it takes me about the same time to get from here, maybe around here to here.
Okay.
So it took me 9 minutes by bus to go this direction,
Yeah.
this distance. And 9 minutes for you to get all the way here.
To there, yep.
So there's really no excuse.
Not at all. And I'm about a 15-minute walk away from the train station, so I can't really be too lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about a 10-15-minute walk for me as well to Portmarnock.
So Elaine, we're on the glory of the coastal bus going from Malahide to Portmarnock next stop. And this is what we probably call coastal North County Dublin. And it's an unbelievable day. Just going to show you a little bit of the coastline.
Gorgeous day.
Gorgeous, yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, that's what Elaine was saying earlier on. I was just thinking of, like, you know, childhood in Ireland. Not every summer is like this. It's true. A lot of my memories of summertime in Ireland as a kid is rain and watching Wimbledon. Yeah. The tennis on the telly.
Doing summer camps.
Doing summer camps, that's right, yeah. Playing uni hock and on hurling and all that stuff, yeah.
All the way out there.
Yeah, all the way. Yeah, there we go.
What's that over there, Ross?
What's that over there? That is over towards Portram and Donabate, and then that is Lambay Island. Lambay Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ireland's Eyes.
Ireland's Eyes around the corner. So when we go kind of around the corner of the Martello Tower here, we get to see Ireland's Eye.
Yeah. Martello Tower is under construction.
Martello Towers, they're all built in the Napoleonic Wars by the British Army in the case of Napoleon invading Ireland, but he never did. Now we have these cool looking towers. James Joyce lived in one of them over on the south of Dublin, and Bono lived in one too.
Really?
There you go. Yes. Before he got his big fancy house up in Culinary that we were talking about earlier.
My mom's neighbour.
Your mom's neighbour. And she knows all the Talbots.
She does, yeah. Cyclist.
Yes.
Bit.
Yeah, the cyclist, you can wear all that dodgy lycra if you like. You're still not going to the Tour de France.
All the sailboats out now.
Yeah. So that is just off the coast. That's Ireland's Eye.
Do you know the thing about Fred Flintstone?
With Fred Flintstone, yeah, it looks like Fred Flintstone lying down this island. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Or some people call it Barney Rubble or Fred Flintstone.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah. It's not like anything in Ireland. There's a story, and then people add the other one. That's Barney Rubble. It's Fred Flintstone. No, that one. And then also, you can get boat tours around Ireland's Eye, and also the peninsula we see jutting out is Howth. Very, very popular place indeed, especially on a day like today. On the way.
I've only had one fry-up.
Oh, by the way, the Irish breakfast, it might be called Irish breakfast, we don't eat that every day, okay?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
I tell that to myself.
Yeah. They kind of see the two words put together and assume we eat that every day. I would not be alive.
Like a lunch and a breakfast.
Yeah. I haven't had one in, like, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months. Like, I'm happy with it. It
takes a lot of work.
It does.
You're getting all the sausages and the rashers and the pudding and everything ready at the same time.
It's like what I say sometimes to my friends from Brazil. It's like, oh, I take 3 showers and I cook this. It's like, how many hours in the day do you have? Like, do you have like this super ability to like slow down time? No. Like, I wake up, go to work, get on the train, go home, and I sleep. Like, and you guys are just like walking around in your flip flops and making lots of food. I mean, is there?
Well, you see, we have lunch, but lunch is dinner.
That's right.
And then usually you'd have maybe something. Have the rice and beans again that you made at lunch for dinner with a different protein or something.
Fry them up, and here we have the beautiful Velvet Strand.
Velvet Strand, guys. Beautiful.
There we are now. So this it's
where I grew up.
Yeah. And over on the right hand side there used to be a restaurant, I think, called Oscar Taylor's.
Oh, Oscar Taylor's.
So this is a pretty unique little bit of history here, and it has been here since 2002. It is a monument dedicated to a little plane called the Southern Cross, and it is located here, Elaine, right beside the Velvet Strand in Portmarnock. Now, did you know, Elaine, that this beach was pretty much Dublin's first runway?
Yeah, it was. Exactly.
This was a runway.
For airplanes,
yeah.
Not for models.
Not for models. Not for models, yeah. The real ones went in the sky. And pretty serious ones at that. So back in the late 1920s, the early 1930s, there was a lot of action around here. In late 1928, there was a Irishman called Colonel James Fitzmaurice, and he was a co-pilot on a ship, on a plane called the Bremen that was piloted by 2 other German pilots at the time, and they would have been part of a plane that was going from Ireland over to North America. I think it was one of, or if not, the first transatlantic flight that landed in New York, I believe. Second. There you go. The second. So there's a lot
I
of
always
history.
thought it was the first as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, the second. And then this one here is dedicated to a man called Captain Smith, who was from Australia. And in 1930, he decided, let's go from the east of the Atlantic Ocean over to the west and do that. And the thinking was that the challenge was, because the wind across the Atlantic is much stronger, you're going into the wind, they thought it'd be much harder to do, and it's seen it as more of a challenge. So it took 31 hours after taking off the Southern Cross over here in the Velvet Strand, and get over to Newfoundland in Canada. So they landed in Newfoundland, and it left from these sands here.
The Velvet Strand.
The Velvet Strand, where people are now buying ice cream, buying donuts.
The Velvet Strand.
The Velvet Strand. Well, I believe the nickname comes from the fact that it's so flat. It's just flat as a pancake. It's like clear velvet and smooth. Yeah. It's also alongside, I think, my beach in Rush, actually the South Beach in Rush. It's the longest beach in Dublin. It's a couple of kilometres long. I mean, it stretches all the way going down towards Sutton and Howth, which is all the... You could even, you absolutely can. Depends on what way the tide is. And so this place is stacked with history, stacked with people today because of the weather. But we also have our monument to the Southern Cross, and it goes back to that old adage of you never know what you're walking past.
Exactly.
So Colonel Smith, he was from Australia, and he was the man who a crowd of people were gathered here back in 1930 watching him take off, going towards Newfoundland, and they landed safe.
Do you know why these little silver things are on the ground?
I believe that they represent stars.
Yeah, oh, there we go. I didn't even see this the other day when I went past.
They represent stars, and then also the reason why the Southern Cross monument, the needle on the top is facing that way, is because it's always facing towards the Northern Star. Because they would have used that as a method of navigating when they were up over the Atlantic Ocean, when it got dark over night time. So it's representing celestial bodies.
Very good.
So who needs Dublin Airport when you have Portmarnock? I mean,
do you think that maybe for the 100th year anniversary they might do it again?
I think they could. I think that's well on the cards. I mean,
that would be a good idea.
It's only in another.
I'd come home for that.
I would. Next time Elaine's going to come home, she's going to pilot it herself. She's going to go from Portmarnock to Brazil.
I get a lift home.
Yeah. Do you know what? You by then you're going to be you're the most famous woman in Ireland. You're going to go from Portmarnock to Florianopolis.
It's a gorgeous beach.
I mean,
has everything, because I know that a lot of Brazilians they have this idea of stony beaches.
Yeah.
And we do have a lot of stony
beaches. If you
beaches.
go to Bray or Greystones, sure.
Over there.
But just go to a different beach.
But it has everything, because there are the rocks over there. There's the pools that you can. We were there yesterday with my niece and my nephew looking for a little fish. Yeah. And then you can just go for a really long walk. Really long walk all the way down there.
But not off a short pier, right?
But not off a short pier.
There's more Englishisms for you. I mean, you might be thinking our beaches are stony. Not so much. Just go to a different beach. My beach is in Rush, North Beach, South Beach. Very, very sandy. Same in Skerry, same in Balbriggan, same in Malahide, same here in Portmarnock. It's only really if you go to Bray and Greystones really that they're rocky. And even if they're rocky in some parts, just go to a part that's not rocky.
And again, it's not very far away from the city centre.
Yeah, right beside it. We're just happy showing off our little
it doesn't
place.
Always look this sunny.
No.
But even on a grey day, it is beautiful. Yeah. It's nice to go for a walk. And nowadays there's a few cafes.
And we might be visiting one, I think.
I think we will.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Brazilian cafe.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a certain cuisine that, believe it or not, I haven't had in a long time. I haven't had Brazilian food in a long time. So I'm curious. And you guys, your cuisine has made it to Portmarnock, not just Dublin city centre. You're expanding. So what should we do? I think we should go and check out a local business here.
Defo, yeah. Defo, definitely.
Vamos lá.
Vamos lá.
Vamos lá. So we are heading in to the PORTMARNOCK golf links, also known as the Jameson links, really. Why is it called Jameson?
Because it's from the Jameson family, the whiskey family, the Irish whiskey family, one of them.
Yeah, Jameson whiskey. They used to live right where all these buildings are.
It was their summer house.
Yes.
They came here for their summer holidays. I'm sure they have lots of houses everywhere else in Ireland, but they chose this place here for their summer holidays.
Mm-hmm. This would have been the countryside to a lot of these business people. They would have done their business in the city centre, and where we are is quite close to the city. So they're
nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it would have been quite far, but I suppose at least it was the countryside to them, and they could still have a bit of a retreat. The interesting thing about it as well, Elaine, is the name of John Jameson's wife. Margaret Haig.
Margaret Haig. You're Scottish.
Yes. If you are not a whiskey devotee, that name will go over your head. Haig whiskey, yeah. They knew what they were up to, I tell you. They knew
sure
exactly
did.
what they were doing.
There's a lot of networking going on.
A load of networking. And another thing as well, Elaine, it wasn't just the Jameson family that went here. I believe you went here as a child as well.
I did.
Yeah.
Gosh, I came here all the time on the weekends for the Sunday carvery.
Yep.
So if there's any Brazilians listening and they don't know what that is, carvery would be when you have a Sunday roast dinner.
Yep.
And you get all the trimmings, so all the sides.
The veg, the gravy.
Veg and gravy and roast potatoes.
Stuffing,
all the good stuff. So
yeah.
It's literally a 2-minute walk from my mum and dad's house. And it was just somewhere that we always went because it was near the beach as well. So nowadays there's lots of golfers here.
Yeah, everyone out with their golf clubs, yeah.
I don't play golf, but
I played golf briefly when I was 15, but I think my golfing career ended when I went to a driving range and I smashed the driver in half. Oops, a daisy.
Oops.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
You're more of a hurler.
I think I'm more of a hurler,
Yeah.
and then I played drums later on as well. Yeah, where smashing things wasn't actually frowned upon.
You need to be a bit more delicate.
Yeah, or anger management classes. And the thing about a carvery as well is, I know in Brazil you guys are crazy for, like Sunday's a big day, it's family day, it's music and it's churrasco and all that good stuff. We have that too in Ireland, except it's not churrasco, it's carvery. We love our roast dinners. So we have pretty much the same traditions. It's just a different style of food. That's all. That's all. Yeah.
And not just in these places.
Yeah.
You get carveries in most pubs.
Yeah, most pubs on a Sunday.
Yeah, in fact it is a pub now.
Yep.
And a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And a golf course.
Yeah, and a golf. It's all in one.
It's all in one.
Yeah, so we're not as dissimilar or as you might think. There's a lot of similarities.
Gorgeous place.
Yeah, it is really, really cool.
Really, really nice.
And if you're planning on coming to Dublin, or if you do live here, just always remember that you're not too far away from the great outdoors if you're feeling the stress of the city.
And there's
Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone, as we mentioned before.
Yeah.
The Irish flag, that's lovely.
Yeah, there we go. There is our national flag. The green, white and orange.
Glad you said orange.
Oh God, yeah. I actually had people on Instagram, Irish people, fighting with me, telling me that I was wrong. They're saying, it's not, it's green, white and yellow.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
It's not.
Let it go.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Green for Catholic, orange for Protestantism, and white for peace between the two sides. Bye. I know we're doing lots of history and we're doing lots of sightseeing, but realistically...
You got thirsty.
Yeah, we're Irish people and we're very thirsty. And Elaine hasn't had Bulmers in about 3 years. Yeah. She's had a few since she's been home.
Not one here, though.
Sorry, yeah, not one here. So, sláinte.
Sláinte.
Enjoy.
Cheers. Pints before lunch.
Yeah, we haven't even had food yet.
We are rebels.
Without a cause. So we're now indulging. We got the food.
Guaraná.
Yeah, Guaraná. Yeah, no beer. Definitely sandwiches. The chef Oliveira.
Selfish.
Yeah. Do it. So we're coming towards the end of our time together. Jeez, that sounds ominous, doesn't it? It sounds like...
For now.
Yeah, for now, of course. It's, parting is such sweet sorrow. I had a great time today.
Me too.
Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant time.
The sun shone. We ate food. I'll be leaving a few links down below for the guys from the Chef Oliveira today, who we visited.
Yeah, got my to go.
Yeah, to go. And of course, fat man here, I ate my to go. We're going to be making some reels, and we're going to be making a few videos. We're going to have Elaine's link down here as well, and it's going to be in the description, of course. So just stay tuned, because it'll be on my page, it's going to be on Elaine's page, and we even have a couple of ideas for some collaborations going on in the future.
Yes, so stay tuned.
Yeah, could be the beginning of an even more wonderfuler, that's a new word in English by the way, wonderfuler English language, friendship. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Elaine for dragging me up out of bed on a Sunday. On my day of rest.
My pleasure, Ross. Thanks for having me.
Guys, hit follow, subscribe on all the socials down below, and I hope 2 Irish people walking around showing you positive sunny things wasn't too frightening. So until the next time, muito obrigado.
Slán go bhaile.
Slán go bhaile.